little bit like me. I'm a little predictable, but you know, Oak Hill's predictable from the standpoint, always prepared, always well drilled, always know what they need to do. And if they don't do it, then it's fun to watch Rimbarger operate down there. You know, I think the floor down there is a little bit indented. When I walked over there a little earlier, it was a little, I kind of went down, about blew my Achilles. You know? So that's the thanks to him, and he can take that up with the maintenance people here in OSHA.
Well, Coach, kind of talk about some of these battles you've had with Oak Hill. I can think of a few games from you at Southwood off the top of my head, but kind of, I think I know what games you may talk about, but what game has been kind of your favorite memory against playing at Oak Hill or playing in this gym?
Well, I've got a couple of things. One, it was really a great thing to win the sectional here. Right. 2017, we came in here, and I think if we don't beat Oak Hill, they had a really good shot at going back-to-back in the state. And we were one of the few teams I thought were capable in 2A that year of beating them, and we got it done. Just, it was a really great effort. And, you know, most of those kids went on and played in college, and they were a great group. But the other thing that I always remember is when the Oak Hill people, those were feelings that I don't think I've ever before or after experienced how much I appreciated the Oak Hill fans. And, you know, I looked up there, and we were at Bankers Life Fieldhouse at that time, and you walk in there at 10 o'clock in the morning, and there's probably 4,000 or 5,000 Oak Hill fans already in the gym or the arena. So that was pretty cool. And I've, you know, I always thank them for that day. That was great. And then Oak Hill got it done. We didn't. But when you get to the state finals, nobody really loses.
So, Coach, last night you kind of have an incident, a couple technical fouls. Talk about that incident.
Well, you know, a lot of times when you're playing young guys, they don't realize what they're up against out here. And one thing they're up against is, you know, the game becomes very emotional. And you just have to, part of the life lesson of playing varsity basketball and other sports is being able to harness your emotion, understand you're gonna have calls that don't go your way, and you know we've tried to use it as a going to be about that. And you know, we've got some kids out of the lineup tonight, either not playing or not starting, and you're just not going to gain anything in my program with that. So it's been addressed. Honestly, you know, I've kind of started to move on from it, but in another way, we'll always learn from that situation and continue to learn from it, and it will be a better team in the long run after, you know, we look back on some of these things.
Well, Coach, we appreciate your time, and we'll talk after the game.
All right, hey, appreciate it.
Yep, thank you. That was Maconaquah head coach John Burris on the Arms Hunt pregame show on the Action Sports Network.
Are you tired of struggling with weight loss on your own? There are so many different diet plans these days, nobody knows what to do. Marion Health is now offering bariatric surgery. This new service offers a proven surgical solution for weight loss. Call Marion Health Bariatrics today, 765-660-7 Bariatric Surgery.
There's nothing better than award-winning jumbo wings while you watch great sports programming on huge TVs at Wings Etc. Grill and Pub. If you love wings and a whole menu of food and drink options, come to Wings Etc. for lunch, dinner, late-night drinks and snacking, and lots of HDTV sports. And now, when you can't eat here, order online for pickup at togo.wingsetc.com. It's fast, easy, and convenient. Wings Etc. Grill and Pub. Good food, great time. At 1508 Southwestern.
Every life has a story to tell, and end-of-life services are the way to share details of a life well lived for your loved ones. This is Tyler Jacobs at Arms Hunt Funeral Home and Cremation. To the memorial service, to the monument that stands forever. Arms Hunt Funeral Home and Cremation Services will be there for your family every step of the way. See us in Fairmount, Marion, and the Joan Smith Chapel in Upland.
So about 7 minutes remains on the warm-up clock here at Oak Hill High School. Grant Shousey and Brookshire. Excuse me. You just heard from both head coaches, head coach Kevin Rinbarger of Oak Hill and head coach John Burris of Maconaquah. So let's kind of talk about what Coach Burris said. There's some things I want to point out about Coach Burris. Coach Burris, one of the earliest coaches I think I'd heard the legends and the stories about from my dad. My dad competed against him when he was coaching at Whitco, and John was at North Miami. John was actually a longtime teacher at North Miami while he coached at Southwood. So a lot of days he would be commuting from North Miami High School every day to Southwood High School for basketball practice. And when I heard he got the job at Maconaquah, I was ecstatic for him. John Burris has been able to take teams who, when you look at them on paper and you watch them, are not very good, but he prepares them well. He's always had athletes. He's always been able to make athletes into basketball players. And I can remember back to his state finals team at Southwood that lost in the state. Guys, Carson Blair, Peyton Trexler, Matt Nose. Those guys weren't really basketball players. It's just they were athletes. They were two-sport athletes. They stood out on football. They stood out in basketball. And he's been able to take teams like that.
Me and Grant was an 8th grader at that time. So, but
7th grader.
7th grader.
Yeah, you were a freshman.
So I was a freshman. He was basically a manager on that team. And it was a really cool run getting to see there. And I remember the gym during the semi-state game when they played Blackhawk Christian, was it?
Yeah.
And beat Blackhawk Christian, which I think a young Caleb First was on that team.
Caleb First was a freshman.
Yeah.
I want to point something out about Caleb First and that Blackhawk team. That was Caleb First's only ever loss in the state tournament.
Yeah, because his senior year got canceled.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah,
no. It was actually his junior year got canceled. They won the state as a sophomore. Junior year got cut short. They would have won the state.
You're right.
And then they won it again as a senior. He really, if Blackhawk would have ended up winning against Southwood, he may have won 4 state championships.
Yeah, that's incredible. We were talking about that actually in my dorm last night. I remember his name got brought up, but he just one of the many great players that came from Blackhawk Christian. But yeah, going back to Coach Burris, I remember that semi-state game and the Southwood fans came and stayed and cheered us on. There's a really cool picture of I think it was Carson Blair in the student section from Southwood supporting Oak Hill, and that state day was pretty special, especially since we won. But yeah, around and supported Oak Hill, so he's somebody I really respect.
Yeah, and John even still gets pretty. He gets chills, and I get chills thinking about it. Just remembering that time and how happy everyone was for each other, because just 12 months prior, we were bitter. Yeah, Southwood had just beaten Oak Hill in the sectional when they were in 2A. And if you think about it, if Southwood does not get reclassified back down to 1A, and because they were in the same sectional, and I remember that year with both those state teams, Southwood came and played right here, and they got out to a big league. And this was a trend for Southwood. This has been a trend for John Burris's team. They'll get out on a nice run, and they'll let that lead slip away. Yeah. And they did that night. And I remember Spencer Ballinger had that tip-in right down here on the south basket to give Oak Hill the lead, and we ended up winning that game in overtime. Southwood did not lose another game until March 24th at Bankers Live the rest of the year.
Well, I coincidentally remember that game as well for the ripping Coach Rimbarger game at halftime in that locker room.
Oh, my
goodness. That was one of the worst I've ever heard in my time as a
that
manager.
One was up there. Yeah, we could sit here all day and talk about Coach Rimbarger rippings. But let's get into the injury update brought to you by Marion Tire in downtown Marion. Is your vehicle suffering from an injury? Take it to Susie and the crew at Marion Tire, and they will get your vehicle feeling like new. Alignments, oil changes, and tires and more. Marion Tire, 4th and Branson in downtown Marion. According to Coach Rimbarger, everyone from Oak Hill is healthy, wealthy, and wise. And for Maconaquah, not battling injuries, but a couple suspensions, maybe some kids not being able to play, maybe a quarter or two of basketball tonight. Josiah Ball is out tonight, and A.J. Kelly and Trace Armstrong, who would be normal starters, are going to be out tonight. So, they're not going to be out, but they will not be starting. So we are going to, well, we're going to keep it right here for a minute. We'll try to stall until we get to this anthem. And then we'll have the starting lineups brought to you by Marion Health. But, again, talk about what Coach Burris said about the incident last night. You know, it's a teaching moment. It's one of those things where, you know, you can't sit there and dwell on it. You got to, you know, obviously it may be kind of embarrassing for some people. It may be kind of harsh a little bit, but it's one of those things where you got to learn from it and you got to flush it and move on because you got another basketball game to play the next night.
Yeah, and you got a long season, so you can't let one slip up in one game affect many games down the road. Now this could be tough coming into somebody else's home court and trying to knock them off without your best player, but you got to do everything you can to flush that out of your mind, as hard as it may be, and focus on the task at hand.
Well, both teams, well, at least Coach Renbarger and his staff, man, look at that haircut he got.
Gosh, you can hardly tell he got a haircut every time.
I know, his ears got lowered. We're going to have some fun tonight. This is going to be a really good basketball game.
It's kind of last night, too.
Yeah. You were at Silent Night at Taylor. I'm sure that was pretty interesting.
That was, you know, one of the things that Taylor's doing where, you know, we get the, I wouldn't say just another game, but we really get to take advantage of that and how nice it is to be able to do all the fun things that you probably wouldn't be able to do if you're at a, you know, D2, D1 program. You know, storming the court after the 10th point really isn't looked highly upon in probably the NCAA.
Well, also, one thing about Taylor is that they win last night on Silent Night, turn around and beat the number 2 team in the nation in the Grace Lancers.
Yes, that was a heck of a game to be at, and I can say I was at both of them. So that was something that was, you know, just a little topper on the weekend.
All right, we're going to take a quick timeout for the national anthem, and when we come back, we'll have the starting lineups and tip-off. You're listening to high school boys basketball on the Action Sports Network.
Please remain standing as we honor America by playing of our national anthem. Now let's meet the 9 starters for the visiting Maconaquah Braves. Number 11, Braxton Berger. Number 23, Tris Armstrong. Number 25, Josiah.
And now, when you can't eat here, order online for pickup at togo.wingsetc.com. It's fast, easy, and convenient. Wings Etc. Grill and Pub. Good food, great times. At 1508 Southwestern Avenue in Marion. Find us online at wingsetc.com.
Back here at Oak Hill High School as we get set for tip-off. Grant Joust, Ian Brookshire for Oak Hill and Maconaquah. Let's get into the starting lineups from Marion Health. Get into the lineup of life because your health means everything. Marion Health will give you the great care you need when you need it. Call Marion Health Access to schedule your appointment. Marion Health, great care from great people. Ian Brookshire, starting 5.
We'll start with the visiting team, Maconaquah Braves. Starting at guard, Bauer Maple, number 3, a senior. Starting at forward, Ethan Zeiser, number 12, a junior. Starting at forward, Jackson Collins, a 6'1 senior, number 14. Starting at guard, Fuddy Kyle, a 6'2 sophomore, number 20. And finishing it out, we have a forward, 6'5, number 22, MJ Ellis, who's a junior. To your hometown Golden Eagles, starting at guard, number 5, Caleb Kroll is a senior. Number 13, Matthew Strange is a senior as well. Number 15, Landon Beagle, a senior, 6'5". Number 21, Grant Elzinga, senior, 5'11". Number 23, Levi Trexler, who's a junior. And that is all for your starting lineups.
Well, actually, late game late moment substitution, Ty Fagan getting the starting job tonight over Levi Trexler.
6'7" junior.
Yeah, there you go. So, but expect to see Levi Trexler get a lot of PTs. So.
Yeah.
Well, this one should be fun. I recognize these officials. Solid crew here. Solid crew here. A couple scouts in the house tonight. Coach Hawkins from Tipton, Coach Bagley from Tipton, Coach Mike Brazel from Northwestern here as well. Here to check out Maconaquah. Tipton and Northwestern face Maconaquah next week, and the tip is up, and it's going to be tipped out of bounds by Ty Fagan as he just took that thing and slapped it out of bounds, so it'll be Maconaquah ball basically right in front of us with no time off the clock. Fuddy Kyle will inbound. He gets it into Bauer Maple. Guarded by Kroll, hands it to Kyle. Kyle, loose ball on the floor, he picks it up, gets it to Maple. Maple, watch this Maconaquah team shoot threes, they don't really miss. Throw it into the short corner to Ellis, down inside to Zeister, and he gets it to go up and in. And it's 2-0 Maconaquah. Here's Beagle on the other end on baseline, and he had it stolen away from him. Now Bauer Maple up the floor.
Good cut in there by Zeiser to get that pass. Just a nice, easy layup to start the game.
2-0 Maconaquah. Just 26 seconds have ticked off the clock as the free throw's up and good for Fuddy Kyle. 6'2 sophomore getting the start tonight. Maconaquah off to a nice start here in this opening 30 seconds. He missed the back end of the shot. Rebound tipped up in the air, and finally Ty Fagan pulls it down. Fagan gives it to Kroll. Kroll finds the point guard, Matthew Strange. Strange walks it across the timeline. He's looking. Finds Elzinga, high post. Elzinga had it poked away from him. Loose ball, and it's going to go off to the official. He's a part of the floor, and they said that Zeister knocked it out, or Collins knocked it out of bounds. So it is Oak Hill ball. Here's Strange with it. Strange looking to get it in. He does to Elzinga, who flips it back to Matthew. Matthew has it out top. Fires it near side to Kroll. Kroll bounce past Elzinga, top of the key. Now to Kroll. High post into Beagle. Now Fagan on the baseline. Goes up, got it to go on a foul. Ty Fagan on an and one. And let's see who they whistle here. They're going to get MJ Ellis, a 6'5 junior.
Maconaquah did a really good job moving in their zone there. Just a better job by Oak Hill passing and finding the open man. Late finish by Ty Fagan.
That John Burris zone can be tough. And it's a tough nut to crack, and Oak Hill is going to have to crack it early as Fagan misses the free throw and a rebound for Ellis. Outlet to Bauer Maple. Maple with it, cross court over to Kyle. Kyle to Ellis. Ellis lost the handle, and Elzinga gets it. Now to Matthew Strange. Strange to Kroll. Kroll, Beagle in the corner. Beagle, he's trapped, bounce pass to Kroll. Kroll to Strange to Elzinga. Elzinga has it near side to Matthew. Matthew with it. He's going to be guarded by Kyle. Bounce pass to Kroll over by the student section to Strange. Strange in the corner to Beagle. He fires the three and got it. Landon Beagle on the assist for Matthew Strange, and it's 5-3 Oak Hill with 6:23 to go in the first. Maple trying to get it across. He does to Collins. Collins back to Maple. Maple guarded by Kroll to Collins in the corner. Down inside and threw it out of bounds over the head of Zeister. It was poked by Matthew Strange, and it is still Braves ball.
Oak Hill did a really good job being patient there on that last possession. Could have shot a couple looks earlier, but decided to wait and find Beagle for the open three.
Maple inside to Ellis. Step back, jump shots up in the way, no good. And Kroll the rebound. Kroll up the floor. He's looking. Kroll in transition. He takes it coast to coast and missed the bunny. Now Maple the rebound. Back the other way. Maple dishes it off to Kyle, who puts it up no good. Beagle the board. Now to Strange in transition. Strange up ahead to Kroll. Kroll lays it up and in.
Really good pass there by Strange.
7-3 Oak Hill, 5:45 to go in the first. Cross court down to Ellis. Ellis stops to Collins. Collins hits Kyle. Kyle to Maple. Maple, a volleyball line three is no good, but Collins there for the rebound, and Ty Fagan sent it back to him. He's actually sent it to Strange, who's up the floor. Strange, Beagle, transition three. No. Rebound tapped, and Kyle pulls it down to Maple. Maple goes up and lays it in with the left hand. Bauer Maple at about 20 points a game. Remember him growing up in junior high. He's always been tough against Oak Hill. Here's Beagle, baseline driving and finishing with the left hand is Landon Beagle. And it's 9-5 in favor of the Golden Eagles. 5 minutes to go in the first. Here's Maple. Maple with it, guarded by Matthew Strange. Maple driving, puts it up over Fagan and scores it, and he got fouled. As this foul's going to go against Grant Elzinga, and that is his second foul. So Maple with an and one opportunity. And Elzinga's going to have to come out, and Levi Trexler, like we've mentioned, gets an early check-in.
Yeah, it may not have been started, but like Grant said, he's going to get a lot of playing time here, especially with Elzinga getting foul trouble early in this game.
Maple's free throw's up and good. And Strange will walk the basketball up the floor. Again, we're piped into the Oak Hill YouTube stream right now. If you're listening, hey, send us a text. We may give you a shout-out. As Fagan out to Strange. Strange to Kroll. Kroll, corner to Beagle for three. Got it. Landon Beagle another three, and he's got 8 early points for Oak Hill. Maple up the floor, trying to break this press, and they do to Kelly. Kelly's into the lineup for the first time tonight. It's Maple driving down inside to Armstrong, who put it up no good. Ellis there for the tip-in, though. And it's 12-10, and on the other end, it's Levi Trexler. I looked down to write it down, and I looked up, and Trexler was hitting the layup, and it's 14-10. Here's Maple in transition, and he's going to be fouled. It'll be on Matthew Strange.
Maple does a really good job at not forcing a layup when he has it and passing it to somebody who's usually right there cutting. Clearly the leader of the offense right now.
Definitely the quarterback on the floor for Maconaquah, as Kelly will have it out top. Maple directing traffic as he has it on the logo. Maple hands it to Kyle, fires the three, no good. Rebound, fought for, pulled down by Armstrong, who put it up. He missed the bunny, and Fagan the rebound, and there was a foul. I think they fouled Beagle, but they're going to get Armstrong for the foul.
Fouls on the Maconaquah, number 23, Trace Armstrong.
3-2 foul count. Matthew Strange picked up a foul earlier. He's a little behind there. Now here's Strange with it. Ball screen from Trexler to Kroll. Kroll looking, and he's trying to get out of the tie-up, and he does. Kroll driving, and it's poked away by Bauer Maple. Maple up ahead, and he lays it in with the right hand. Bauer Maple, and it's 14-12 Oak Hill. 3:20 to go in the first. Oak Hill ball. Strange with it out top. Ball screen, Trexler. Near side to Kroll. Kroll inside to Fagan. They feed the big fella. Now out to Strange for three. No. And a rebound for Ellis. And Beagle tried to get it. And a heads-up play. He threw it off of MJ Ellis and out of bounds. So to recap it, Ellis went for the rebound. He tried to throw it off of Beagle. Beagle saved it and threw it off of Ellis. So nice heads-up play from Landon. Landon has it in the corner to Fagan. Fagan inside, and he scores.
Matthew Strange with a pretty open look there because there was 3 people down on Fagan. They seem to have seen what he did last night and been prepared for it.
16-12 Oak Hill, loose ball. Kyle going after it, and it'll be Maconaquah ball. Ooh, and Kevin Rinbarger stands up and asks the near side official what he saw, and I guess he saw Strange poke it away. It'll be Armstrong to inbound. Armstrong threw it off of his own guy and out of bounds.
Yeah, Bauer just did not see that one coming, and nope, ricocheted right into the first row of the under the basket bleachers.
Shout out to Action Sports Network colleague Marky Severe, tuned in tonight on the on the live stream. He'll be sending us some IU basketball updates throughout the evening. As Beagle turnaround jump shot's good on the elbow. And Landon Beagle with 10 early points as Ellis fighting for the loose ball, and it's knocked out of bounds. It's Oak Hill ball. 2:26 to go in the first. Oak Hill by 6.
Ethan Zeiser back into the ball game. They're subbing out MJ Ellis.
Ellis has played pretty hard tonight, going after loose balls and trying to get rebounds. That's all you can ask for out of him. Strange crosses the 10-second line. Looking, hits Kroll. Kroll brings it out top. Beagle, and this is a steal. Here's Kelly. Kelly up over Beagle. He missed the layup, and there may have been a foul, and now a turnover for Oak Hill. Maple threw it away out of bounds off of Zeister. And with 2:04 to go, it's Oak Hill ball as they lead it 18-12.
Not sure how advanced we are in the statistics department, but I'd love to see how many fast break points the Braves have tonight.
Here's, well, at least 8 to 10. Fagan a baseline jump shot, rolls out. Kelly the rebound, ahead to Maple. Maple, he's gonna keep his dribble, drives baseline, dumps it off to Armstrong. Armstrong fighting for it, gives it to Kelly. Kelly in the corner to Bauer. Bauer drives baseline, dumps it off to Armstrong over Fagan. Can't get it to go. Armstrong struggling tonight, trying to get the ball in the basket, just missing a lot of those bunnies. And the ball's knocked out of bounds to Oak Hill, as it'll be Levi Trexler to inbound into Matthew Strange. Strange crosses the timeline. Minute 25 to go in the first. To Landon Beagle. Beagle hits Kroll. Kroll back to Strange. Lob pass to Beagle. Oh, he was going for the one-hand slam. And he just missed it. So I hear go, ooh.
Yeah, that was about 3 to 6 inches away from being on the top 5 huddle dunks of the week.
Absolutely. Maple hands it to Kelly. Kelly finds Fuddy Kyle. Kyle back to Bauer Maple, defended by Matthew Strange. He ball fakes on Strange, drives into the corner, short corner jump shots up for Kyle, and it rims out and Fagan the rebound. Maconaquah can't buy a basket from 15 feet out. Here's Beagle. Beagle behind his back, out to Matthew. Matthew Strange has it. Now to Trexler on the right wing, in front of the Oak Hill student section. He hits Kroll. Kroll down to Fagan on the baseline. Fagan, he's looking, and throws it to Strange. Strange, 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. They're coming out in this tight 2-3 zone. Now into Beagle. Beagle lost the handle and a steal. That was Zeister the steal. To Kyle. Kyle with 20 seconds to Bauer Maple. Maple calls for a ball screen. He drives, splits defenders, pulls up 15-footer and got it.
That was about the deepest jump shot I've seen the Braves hit all night.
9 points for Maple as Kroll on the other end finishes. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, it's Maple. Maple at midcourt, the shot's up, and he airballed it. Your score at the end of one on the Riverside Community Federal Credit Union scoreboard. Oak Hill 20, Maconaquah 14. We're back in a moment on the Action Sports Network.
Welcome to the family. That's how welcome every resident and guest feels, because at Grant County's premier retirement community, Northwood Manor, they are family. Their community offers thoughtful, heartfelt, independent living in a beautiful setting, conveniently located close to shopping, hospitals, and churches. Residents enjoy their choice of studio, 1 or 2 bedroom apartments. Schedule a visit at 765-662-9700 or online at northwoodmanor.com. Back in the day, people traveled by horse and buggy. If your horse died, you just got a new horse. Today, with the price of new cars and trying to find what you want, more people are keeping their car. So take it to In-N-Out Automotive and make sure it lasts a long time. In-N-Out can make sure your car is running at its peak performance for trips back and forth to school, practice, work, and the grocery store. They also have the new 1234 YF refrigerant to make sure you stay cool. See Vince and the team at In-N-Out Automotive, 1123 East 38th Street in Marion.
20-14 is the score as we start the second quarter between Oak Hill and Maconaquah. Colin Middlesworth into the Oak Hill lineup to start the second quarter, as Strange has the ball, works it to the far side, and Maple tipped it out of bounds. Strange going for that above-the-head pass, and Maple jumped up and blocked it.
And I'd argue the biggest thing for Oak Hill in that first quarter was that Ty Fagan, 0 fouls. Keeping him in the ball game like last night's going to be crucial for them down the stretch.
Especially Coach Rinbarger talked about that in the pregame show. You're 100% correct. Trexler having a hard time with it. To Middlesworth. Finds Strange. Strange has it. Near side, kind of far side. Now brings it near side. To Trexler. Trexler. And he stole, and Maple stole it and gave it right back to Colin Middlesworth. To Beagle. A 3. No good. Rebound Armstrong. Armstrong to Bauer Maple. Maple crosses the 10-second line. Ball screen from Armstrong as Maple lost the handle. Kyle chases it down in the far corner. Out to Maple. Maple hits. This is Zeister driving, and an Oak Hill defender, I believe, Beagle knocked it away out of bounds.
And Bauer Maple has just been everywhere so far tonight, all over the court. I wonder how long he can keep that type of energy up with just being the first quarter, and he's still moving like pretty fresh.
Buddy Kyle over to number 12, Zeister. Zeister to Kelly. Kelly to Maple. Maple looking. Guarded near side by Middlesworth. Cross court to Kelly. Kelly in the corner to Kyle for 3. No. Rebound tipped in the hands of Armstrong, and he gets it to go. So his slump, he missed 3 straight bunnies and finally gets that one to go. And it's 20-16 Oak Hill. 6:35 to go in the first. As Trexler is going to be fouled by Kelly. Kelly, one of the ones last night that did some barking at the striped shirted gentleman, and so he's got to be careful tonight, as especially Coach Burris is going to keep an eye on some of those guys that may have picked up those technicals. Make sure that they stay composed. You need them in the game. They can't get another one. Trexler has it right wing to Colin Middlesworth. Middlesworth looking to Trexler. Trexler drives baseline. He drives into the corner where he's cut off. He shouldn't have done that. Now to Middlesworth, to Strange. Strange a 3. No. Rebound for number 12, Ethan Zeister. Zeister hits Maple. 6 minutes to go in the second quarter. To Zeister. Zeister has it in the corner. Zeister. And throws it to Kelly. Kelly in the corner to Maple for 3. Got it, and he was fouled on a three-pointer. Levi Trexler fouled him, and Bauer Maple an and one three-pointer. And it's 20-19, and just like that, Bauer Maple can go for a three-point play in Brookshire.
Yeah, Bauer has 12 of the 19 points right now. I mean, clearly the leading scorer and clearly the difference maker so far in this game.
Free throws up and good for Maple, and he's just tied the game. Oak Hill did this last week, and Norwell got off to a nice start, and Norwell came storming back. And Maconaquah's come storming back and tied the game. As Fagan knocked to the floor, but they said he walked with the basketball. Said he walked with the basketball. Ty Fagan. That's one of those, may have to go back and look at it. It happens so fast. It's just a judgment call.
Yeah, Oak Hill's been struck with some pretty bad traveling calls in the recent memory. Think back to Lapel in 2016, one that may have cost us the state championship.
I was talking to Eastbrook head coach Greg Allison. He was on that Lapel staff about it last night. I'll tell you a funny story at halftime. Here's Kyle for 3. It rims out. Rebound tipped into the hands of Strange. Up to Beagle. Beagle to Fagan in transition, and he lays it in. Ty Fagan getting ahead of the defense and sprinting and scoring. Ty Fagan has been such a difference maker all year. Maple a volleyball line, 3's off the mark. Rebound for Beagle. Beagle outlet to Strange. Strange pushes it up. 5 minutes to go in the second. Strange to Middlesworth. Middlesworth back to Matthew. Matthew has it out by the logo. Bounce pass to Kroll. Kroll looking to Beagle. Beagle has it. He ball fakes. He's looking. Hits Kroll. Kroll baseline to Fagan. Fagan knocked it off of Ethan Zeister out of bounds. And with 4:49 to go in the second, it's Oak Hill 22, Maconaquah 20. As Strange will inbound in front of the bench, in front of the Maconaquah bench. Gets it into Kroll. Kroll back to Strange. Strange in the corner to Beagle. Beagle drives baseline, puts up an off-balance shot and was fouled. And with 4:42 is Well, it's not fo, as Andy McCord would like to say. No, fo 2 to go in the second. It's 22-20 Oak Hill. Beagle eyes it, flies it, got it. Beagle, there's his first points of the second quarter. He's got 11 on the evening. There's Grant Elzinga and Lucas Hasty into the lineup. Grant Elzinga,
Lily Scholarship winner, Grant Elzinga now.
Yes, congratulations, Grant Elzinga. Lily Scholarship. Future Taylor footballer Kyle Taranchik of Oak Hill getting that as well. As here's Kyle with it, near side to Maple. Maple drives, top of the key, upstairs to Kelly. Kelly slips and he traveled. Good call. 24-22 Oak Hill with 4:25 to go in the second.
A couple of passes from Maconaquah have just been high, and had they go up and get it, doesn't sound like much.
Here is Strange to Kroll. Kroll on the left wing to Matthew Strange. Strange has it. Grant Shousey and Brookshire here with you at top of the Eagles' nest tonight. As Kroll, nice move behind his back, drew Bauer Maple away from getting a steal. Hits Beagle in the corner to Hasty. Hasty to Elzinga. Now to Strange. Strange to Kroll. Beagle, a corner three now. Got it. Landon Beagle, a three. Down the floor is Maple. Beagle the steal. Here's Beagle up the floor. Stops, pops a three. Got it! Landon Beagle, a transition three, and John Burris wants to chat about it with the squad. We'll take a timeout. A 10-0 run for Oak Hill. Score on the Riverside Community Federal Credit Union scoreboard. Oak Hill 30, Maconaquah 20. Back in a moment, Action Sports Network.
There are sports bars everywhere these days, but there's only one place for award-winning jumbo wings and better food and drink values all week long. Wings Etc. Grill and Pub. We are so much more than wings. Enjoy wraps, salads, subs, seafoods, quesadillas, amazing appetizers, and awesome daily food, drink, and lunch specials. And now, when you can't eat here, order online for pickup at togo.wingsetc.com. It's fast, easy, and convenient. Wings Etc. Grill and Pub. Good food, great times at 1508 Southwestern Avenue in Marion. Find us online at wingsetc.com.
Well, a 10-0 run capped off by Oak Hill with 3:37 to go in the second quarter. Landon Beagle hit a three. They came down, got a stop. Beagle got the ball, pulled up in transition from the top of the key, and hit another three. And Oak Hill leads at 30-20, and John Burris had to call a timeout. Here's the Braves out of the timeout. It's Maple. Zeister. Zeister inside Maple. Maple turns around, fades away, no good. And Strange pulls down the board to Kroll up the floor. And Kroll is going to be fouled on his way up. 3:15 to go in the second quarter. Oak Hill by 10. That foul's going to go on Bauer Maple, his first team's fifth of the half. Maple with one, Kelly 2, Ellis 2, Ellis 1, Armstrong 1. As Kroll, did he make that? Did not. He missed that. I was looking down, my bad. Kroll missed the free throw. Levi Trexler back into the Eagles lineup. Kroll to make an 11-point game, and he does. Caleb Kroll hits the free throw. Kyle. Now to A.J. Kelly. Kelly hits Zeister. Zeister on the perimeter to Maple. Maple driving in the corner to Kyle, and he may have carried it, no call. And Maple, a step back three, no good. Strange the board. Ahead to Kroll. Kroll is going to lay it in. Caleb Kroll leaking out in transition like he can. And there's another steal. Hasty comes down with it this time. Strange up the floor to Beagle, and Strange just threw it out of bounds. That's all right. Matthew Strange was out of transition. He had two guys running opposite sides of each other. He could have gone either way, and he made a nice basketball decision to pass it to the left where there really wasn't a defender.
And good job by Hasty stepping in, picking that pass off. Used to see him catching the ball. Beagle
lays it in. 35-20 and a 15-point Oak Hill lead. Now this is Kyle. Kyle and Beagle the steal now. Beagle on the other end, lays it up and in, and one. Landon Beagle the steal, and he comes down and lays it in. And Ian Brookshire, that is 22 first half points for Landon Beagle.
Landon Beagle right now outscoring the entire Maconaquah Braves team.
Wow.
By himself. I've not seen that a lot.
What a performance from Beagle. I remember he had 33 against Eastbrook. That was his career high his sophomore year as he hits this one. I remember in that game, he just kept scooting back to shoot threes. He just couldn't miss. It was a bunch of heat checks. And he was checking them all right. They were good. Collins with it out top to Kyle. Kyle a three to respond. No good. Rebound tipped around. Ellis pulls it down, puts the floater up, and he's going to be fouled. And finally, we'll give Maconaquah a chance to go to the line. Fouls on 43, Ty Fagan. First team's fifth.
And you can afford that. Ty, with his first foul, just make sure with the last 2 minutes does not get another.
Right. Ellis hits the first free throw. Maconaquah has been free throw from MJ Ellis. Other than that, they have not done much. Oak Hill 1, 3, 5, 7, 10, 13, 15, 16, 18 second quarter points. As Ellis hits the second. Into Kroll. Kroll brings it up the floor, and kickball violation by Bauer Maple goes out of bounds. A minute 56 to go in the second. Oak Hill 38, Maconaquah 22. Action Sports Network. We're also piped into the Oak Hill YouTube live stream this evening. Here's Strange. Strange to Trexler. Trexler on the sideline to Kroll. Kroll getting around Maple to Strange. Baseline Hasty. Now hits a cutting Kroll. Missed the layup and a rebound Ellis. Ellis to Maple. Maple up the floor. Euro step. Rolls around and good. Bauer Maple. He's had a phenomenal game so far. 15 for him.
Feels like just a second ago we were talking about a 20-19 ball game, and it's baffling to look at his 38-24 right now.
Here's Beagle, pulls up, mid-range jumper's good. Landon Beagle, what a second quarter performance. He's got 25 of Oak Hill's 40 in the first half.
And I don't think he has touched anything but the net since about 2 minutes into the ball game.
Here's Maple, Maple for three, no good. Rebound Strange, tapped away. Ooh. Strange may have got a piece of it, but they're going to call it out on MJ Ellis and Maconaquah. And with 55.9 seconds, it'll be Oak Hill ball.
Yeah, that one could have gone either way there.
Beagle to get it in. And a foul going to go against Fuddy Kyle. Kind of push Strange is what they call. And Kyle will pick up his first. Team 7, that will send Strange to the line for a bonus opportunity.
Strange looking to get his first 2 points of the night here at the line.
55.9 seconds to go in the second. Free throws up on the way for Strange, and he got it. (41-24) in favor of Oak Hill. And he hit the second with 13-24 in the first half. Arizona 18, Indiana 8. Don't ask me about my Hoosiers right now. As Kyle gives it to Collins. Collins to Kyle to Maple. Maple thought about a three. He'll step back. 40 seconds to go in the second to Ellis. Out to Kyle in the corner, and he hit a three right in front of Kevin Rittenbarger. And a huge shot there, make it 42-27, and a turnover into Maple, who turned it right back over to Hasty, and now Matthew Strange has it.
It's the second time he's done that this game, in his first half.
They got to get it across. They do to Trexler. Trexler driving baseline, puts up the floater, no good. Hasty the tip out of bounds, and it'll be Maconaquah ball. 12.1 seconds, 42-27. Beagle with 25 points. Maple getting up the floor. He does. He lost the ball, got it back, fires a three, and he missed it, and he's going to be fouled on another three-pointer. That happened earlier. He had He had an and one on a three, as there is 6.9 seconds left in the second half, or in the first half, and Maple will shoot 3 free throws. Maple, free throws up, missed it off the front of the rim.
I need those here. 15 points. Every point is going to matter right now. Trying to get back into this ball game.
Free throws up and good for Bauer Maple. Maple hit the second. Third one's up on the way and good. 42-29. It's Kroll. Kroll with 5 seconds, with 4 seconds, with 3 in the corner. Trexler a 3, a high arcing shot's no good. And he tried fouling his own shot, and he just couldn't put it up and in, as half the team runs one way, the other half runs the other way into the locker room. Score on the Riverside Community Federal Credit Union scoreboard. Oak Hill 42, Maconaquah 29, as the halftime show powered by AmeriFirst is next. You're listening to high school basketball on the Action Sports Network.
This is Amy Downing from Arms Hunt Funeral Home and Cremation Services. Recently, we conducted a community survey. We asked questions like, who would be responsible for making your funeral arrangements? Would they know what kind of services you would want? How much do you think that would cost? A surprising number of people did not know the answers to these important questions. Call me, Amy Downing, today. Let's make sure you know the answers and there are no surprises for those you love. Arms Hunt Funeral Home and Cremation Services, serving the families of Grant County yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
Varsity in Marion is now hiring an industrial maintenance technician in their paper plate factory. If you're interested in working for a local, proven, stable company, you need to apply now. Must have strong mechanical and electrical skills and an understanding of industrial safety. Applicants should have at least 3 years experience with troubleshooting, repairing, and programming. Varsity in Marion offers a competitive wage and benefit package. Apply online today at hudamaki.com/careers. Hudamaki is an equal opportunity employer.
Neighborhood market. It's getting colder and it's time to stay warm. Horner's is the place to stock up for winter with comfort season food. Horner's features bundles for every family or individual. Warm up with a trip to Horner's in Marion, Fairmount, and Alexandria.
Horner's Butcher Block, your neighborhood market.
At Wings Etc., we love sports. So much that we packed our walls with tons of big flat-screen TVs tuned to the very best sports programming. At Wings Etc., we also love big, cooked to tender, crispy perfection wings. And so do our fans, who have voted our wings the best in more and more cities across the Midwest. Wings Etc. It's not complicated, and we like it that way. Wings Etc. Grill and Pub, good food, great times, at 1508 Southwestern Avenue in Marion. Find us online at wingsetc.com.
Driving on a nice summer day can be lots of fun until the guy in the other lane just ran into you. When you've been in a fender bender, call on Excel Auto Body in Marion. Excel can get your car looking like new. As Grant County's leading collision specialist with 63 years of experience, you can rest easy when you take your vehicle to Excel. With 3 generations serving Grant County, don't trust your vehicle repairs to just anybody. Trust Excel Auto Body, 501 North Washington Street in Marion. If it's a fender bender or major damage, Excel Auto Body is the place for your vehicle.
It's the halftime show powered by AmeriFirst. Or show by the McKinney team powered by AmeriFirst. Hometown girls supporting hometown people. See Jim, Wendy, and Allison is Ian's having a hard time getting out of here. See Jim, Wendy, and Allison with the McKinney team online at jimmckinney.com or in front of the 5 Points Mall on the Marion Bypass. As the story of the first half for Oak Hill, Landon Beagle, 25 first half. Well, let's see by my count. 3, 6, 8, 10, 12, 15, 18, 20, 22, 24, 25. Yeah, 25 by my count. And Kroll with 2, 4, 5, 7. Trexler 2. Fagan with 6. That is the scoring for Oak Hill in the first half. For Maconaquah, 2, 4, 5, 7, 9, 12, 14, 15, 17 for Bauer Maple. Ethan Zeister with 2, Fuddy Kyle with 4, MJ Ellis with 4, and Trace Armstrong with 2. As a dominating first half in a game that was tied at 20. Oak Hill went on a 10-0 run. Let Maconaquah get a couple baskets here and there. And Oak Hill just dominated down the stretch from then on out. Oak Hill outscoring Maconaquah in that quarter 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 14, 17, 19, 20, 22. 22 second quarter points for Oak Hill. And 3, 4, 6, 8, 11, 13, 15 second quarter points for the Maconaquah Braves. Couple coaches in the house scouting tonight. I just stopped and chatted for a moment with Coach Cliff Hawkins of Tipton High School. He's here with Coach Bagley. Heard some legendary stories about Coach Bagley down there at Tipton. They're in the house tonight. Coach Mike Brazel, assistant coach for Jim Gish at Northwestern here tonight. Taking a look at Maconaquah. Oak Hill does not play Tipton and Northwestern until the final 2 weeks of the regular season in February, and those are 2 big games going into the tournament for Oak Hill. As some of the youngsters out here getting a little PT, getting to play at halftime of the varsity game. Get to see a little more of that next week with Oak Hill and Frankton. Get to see more of those kids. Well, when did you get here when you were in school? Because I know you were at Eastern for a while.
I got here around, I think I was a 6th grader. It was my first year.
6th grade. So you did get an opportunity to play elementary?
Yeah, I got the opportunity to play elementary for 1 year. You know, made the B team squad in 6th grade. So going back to those glory days, I mean, and I think I may have been heavier in 6th grade than I was now. So not exactly the most mobile basketball player, but you know, put me in the corner, I'll shoot a couple threes.
Hey, it's okay. Hey, that's how I was on the 6th grade B team as well. I was a B team baller. I'll never forget, first 3 I hit, Kokomo High School, the guy guarded me, Flory Badunga. No, I'm just kidding.
No, yeah.
For those of you that don't know, Flory Badunga, absolutely maybe the best player in the country, a hidden gem at Kokomo, drawing the attention of every school in the Big Ten.
Yeah.
Half of the SEC, couple ACC schools, couple Big 12 schools, the Big Ten would suit him well. You know, I actually heard, and we're getting off topic, but we'll get into another break here. He was recruited by Tom Izzo at Michigan State. Flory Badunga is the only recruit that Tom Izzo has ever let stay at his house on his visit.
Yeah,
that's saying something about that kid. He's a special kid. So
incredible how good he is. I've had the opportunity to see a couple of his highlights on some social media, but yeah, crazy.
Well, last night his stat line, 34 points. He was 15 of 16 from the field. He missed one shot. It was a 3. He's 15 of 16 from the field with 10 dunks. He had a triple-double, I guess.
Yeah,
10 dunks.
Wow, that's something special. I mean, a little bit different than me in my younger days. I mean, I could throw up about 4 dunks a game, but nowhere near 10.
On the mini hoop?
On the mini hoop. Yeah, the most time looking at the court is when I'm walking across it, take the balls out for the team.
All right. Well, we're going to take a timeout, and we'll be back with the second half as you're listening to the halftime show powered by AmeriFirst on the Action Sports Network. Oak Hill leading 42-29 at the break. We'll take a break. You're listening to high school boys basketball on the Action Sports Network.
There's nothing better than award-winning jumbo wings. Grill and Pub. If you love wings and a whole menu of food and drink options, come to Wings Etc. for lunch, dinner, late-night drinks and snacking, and lots of HDTV sports. And now, when you can't eat here, order online for pickup at togo.wingsetc.com. It's fast, easy, and convenient. Wings Etc. Grill and Pub. Good food, great times at 1508 Southwestern Avenue in Marion. Find us online at wingsetc.com.
Welcome to the family. That's how welcome every resident and guest feels, because at Grant County's premier retirement community, Northwood Manor, they are family. Their community offers thoughtful, heartfelt, independent living in a beautiful setting, conveniently located close to shopping, hospitals, and churches. Residents enjoy their choice of studio, 1 or 2 bedroom apartments. Schedule a visit at 765-662-9700 or online at northwoodmanor.com. Back in the day, people traveled by horse and buggy. If your horse died, you just got a new horse. Today, with the price of new cars and trying to find what you want, more people are keeping their car. So take it to In-N-Out Automotive and make sure it lasts a long time. In-N-Out can make sure your car is running at its peak performance with trips back and forth to school, practice, work, and the grocery store. They also have the new 1234 YF refrigerant to make sure you stay cool. See Vince and the team at In-N-Out Automotive, 1123 East 38th Street in Marion.
Second half just getting ready to begin here on the Action Sports Network. Grant Chowsey and Brookshire along with you, as I'm sure there was a nice chat with Coach Burris and his squad at the break. Ian, what do you think maybe Coach Burris, what do you think his message to his team was there at the halftime?
I think a little bit talking about just staying calm. You're down 13 points, but the biggest thing is there is, at least where I know, there's not a shot on the basketball court that can get 13 points back in one possession. So you're going to have to chip away there. So just staying calm, focus on what your game plan is, adjusting a little bit. But, yeah, you've got to chip away at that, and you got to go one possession at a time.
So here we go. It's Maconaquah ball to start things out. Fuddy Kyle with it to go with their original starting 5 on the floor. This is Maple driving to the far side. On the right, and Beagle to steal, and Beagle two-handed slam, and he's got to be careful. Can't get that technical. Beagle, first possession of the second half, a two-handed throwdown. Maple splitting defenders, up over Fagan, and airballed, and Elzinga the board.
Yeah, looked a little bit like some of the dunks I've seen last night. A little bit two-handed slam, a little bit more lenient in college, but got to be very careful. Cannot get that technical foul.
As this is Fagan to the baseline, he's trapped. Tries to get it out of there. Loose ball. Maple pokes it away to Kyle. Kyle stops. He slides. May have traveled. Maple, and it's all helter-skelter right now. In the corner to Kyle for 3. It's long. Ellis the rebound. No good. A rebound. Kyle, and he laid it in. Buddy Kyle with the basket for Maconaquah. This is Elzinga. Nice pass to Fagan. And, may have been some contact. He missed it. Got his own rebound. Goes up and is fouled. Basket was no good, though. Landon Beagle, it was literally like he grabbed that thing and we almost could call the dunk from when he grabbed the ball. There was no one in front of him.
Yeah, as soon as he threw that errant pass and Beagle got the ball, you could pretty much everyone in this gym knew what was about to happen.
So Fagan sinks the first. Second one's up and away and no good from Ty. And Bauer Maple will bring it up the floor for Maconaquah. 45-31, Oak Hill, 6:45 to go in the third. It's Maple up top to Kyle. Kyle to Maple. Now here's Maple with 3 and a wedgie. Ty Fagan will get up and knock that thing out. A jump ball, go to the arrow, but a wedgie from Bauer Maple as he got it stuck between the rim and the backboard. Beagle to get it in. He does to Strange. Strange to Kroll. Kroll back to Matthew Strange. Now to Kroll, getting it up the floor to Elzinga to Beagle. Nice pass inside to Fagan. Beagle can't follow. And here's Kyle with it. Kyle to Jackson Collins. Collins to Fuddy Kyle. Kyle to Collins. No, that's Maple. Inside to Ellis. Put it up too deep. Missed it. Foul called, though.
Really good pass in there by Bauer Maple to get MJ Ellis the ball to have the chance to take that shot in the first place.
That foul's going to be on Beagle, his first, luckily. 27 points for Landon Beagle. What a performance. This is a performance he's going to remember for a while. This dude's just special. Yeah. He's fun to watch, man. Ellis's free throws up on the way, and good. Here's Kroll to Fagan. Fagan, bounce pass to Strange. Strange to Beagle. Beagle, high post, fading away. Rims out, no good. Man, that may have been his first miss since like the first quarter.
Yeah, that was. I mean, that was, and even that was still in and out. Wasn't a bad looking shot at all.
Inside to Maple. He steps back for three. Got it. Bauer Maple from downtown. And John Burris is going to call a timeout. Maconaquah not going away. They're within 10. A 30-second timeout. 45-35 on the Riverside Community Federal Credit Union scoreboard. Back in a moment. Action Sports Network.
There are sports bars everywhere these days, but there's only one place for award-winning jumbo wings and better food and drink values all week long. Wings Etc. Grill and Pub. We are so much more than wings. Enjoy wraps, salads, subs, seafoods, quesadillas, amazing appetizers, and awesome daily food, drink, and lunch specials. And now, when you can't eat here, order online for pickup at togo.wingsetc.com. It's fast, easy, and convenient. Wings Etc. Grill and Pub. Good food, great times at 1508 Southwestern Avenue in Marion. Find us online at wingsetc.com.
45-35. Oak Hill up on Maconaquah by 10 in the third quarter. As Maconaquah off to a nice start in this third. Maple hit a three. Fuddy Kyle a a layup, and MJ Ellis connected on one of two free throws. The Eagle had a dunk to open the half up. Here's Elzinga to Strange. They're pressuring. Strange got to get through that pressure to Beagle. Beagle, he turns around to Matthew Strange. Strange. This is to Kroll. Kroll, Beagle now inside Fagan. Fagan turns around and he walked. Good call. Really good call. 5:24 to go in the third, and it's Oak Hill by 10 on the Ty Fagan turnover.
Bauer Maple right now has a what I call a quiet 20 points out of Maconaquah's 35. You look up at the scoreboard and see 20 by his name, and kind of surprising.
This is Kyle Baker, an elbow jump shot, no good. Tapped out of bounds. It's Oak Hill ball. 5:09 to go in the third. And we have a substitution. A.J. Kelly's into the lineup. Just think about the impact Josiah Ball could have made tonight if Maconaquah would have had him. This would really be this is a good game right now, even at 10 points, but it would be a lot more competitive, I think, score-wise. Fagan in the corner to Strange. Strange bounce pass Elzinga. Elzinga cross court to Kroll. Kroll going to drive inside. Kicks to Fagan on the baseline. Fagan spinning, and Kroll, I'm not sure.
Yeah, that one was close. Yeah. They have them off the floor there. Kroll slid about from the CIC logo just about to under the basket, so could be wet with how much, and he's been working hard. 45-35 with Fo and Moses Malone to go in the third. Oak Hill by 10. Third quarter. It's Kyle into Ellis on the elbow, down inside to Kelly. Kelly hands it to number 12, Zeister, and he lays it in. And just like that, it's 45-37, and Maconaquah is knocking back on the door. To Beagle inside. Goes up. Missed it. Foul called, though, on Zeister. Zeister picks up that foul. That is his second. Sends Beagle to the line. Free throws up and good for Beagle. And Beagle,
go ahead.
And Beagle puts this next one through. It's a 10-point game, but Maconaquah not going away. Just very, very pesky. I don't know how to
they're getting out
it.
in that pressure,
Kind of like a raccoon. They stick around, and right. You don't want them there, but
they're there.
They're there. They're there.
47 steal, and they say when Kroll was going for the ball, his foot was out of bounds. So it's Maconaquah ball under their own basket.
Yeah, that right footer Kroll has been out of bounds twice now in the last 40 seconds of this ball game.
This is Maple with it. Maple top of the key to Kelly. Kelly over to Maple. Maple stops behind his back. He crosses over. Strange tried to poke it away. He couldn't. Now to Kelly. Kelly in the corner. Drives baseline. Kelly puts it up. May have been fouled. No good. Here's Beagle. Beagle to Kroll. Kroll the lob to Beagle. And he missed the layup and a foul called 2 shots. This will go against, it's either Ellis or Kyle. It'll be Kyle they got the foul on. A late call. At that point, with how late he called it, I may have let it slide if I were the official.
Yeah, I'm not sure how. That one's another 50-50 one there. That could have gone either way with just letting go or calling it. But they end up calling it as Beagle knocks down the first one.
And Beagle now has 30 points tonight. 30 points from Landon Beagle.
4 away from a career high.
Yes. Beagle's second one's up. Got it. 31 from Landon Beagle. 49-37. In the corner to Kelly. Kelly, the Bauer Maple, crosses in between his legs to Kelly in the corner. Back to Maple, guarded by Middlesworth. Stops, gives it to Kyle. Kyle to Maple. Maple a 3. Got it. Bauer Maple another 3. He's got 23, and it's a 9-point Oak Hill lead. Maconaquah not going away. Middlesworth to Strange. Back to Middlesworth. He had Beagle wide open in the corner, but he gets it down to Trexler, who got a shot block, and Maple goes for the ball, and Middlesworth fouled him. And Colin Middlesworth had a wide open Landon Beagle in the corner, who's been hot and has 31 points tonight, and he chose to throw it to Levi Trexler, who was guarded by 2 people.
Yeah, I wonder, I really think he just didn't see him. I think he just...
I saw him look, and then I saw him look down to Trexler, which at first when he made the pass, I was like, okay, that may be a great pass. But Beagle, got to think about it, was wide open in the corner.
Yeah, I think he just second-guessed himself. Maybe not getting the pass through, but he had a really good opportunity to get Beagle some points.
Maple missed the 3, and Zeister tipped it away out of bounds. And with 2:59 to go in the third, it's Oak Hill by 9, and they have the ball. Maconaquah trying to press, and they do. Kelly tipped it out of bounds. Oak Hill ball.
And Bauer Maple right now having himself one heck of a game. He has 23 points and seems to be has a nose for the ball right now.
Here's Strange. Strange to Middlesworth, back to Matthew. Matthew near side Trexler. This defense is all over the place for Maconaquah. Corner pass to Elzinga. Drives baseline. Now to Beagle inside. Power dribbles his way up. No good. Missed the bunny. Middlesworth the rebound. Now, no, it's Beagle and he lays it in. 33 points for Landon Beagle. He has now tied his career high record with 2.5 to go in the third, and Renbarger's got to leave him in. Inside to Ellison, an offensive foul going to be called. And Grant Elzinga drew the offensive foul. Go ahead.
Grant Elzinga fired up on that. Great job by him. And back to what you were saying.
Grant Elzinga, like you said, draws that foul. And a lot of energy coming out from him. He's kind of the glue guy, the Race Thompson, as you would say, of this squad. As Beagle almost turned it over. Now to Kroll. Kroll with it. To Strange. Strange has it. Looking. Hits Beagle. Beagle in the middle of the press, trying to get it out of there. Bounce pass Matthew Strange. 2:15 to go in the third. It's Kroll to Elzinga. Elzinga back to Kroll. Kroll to Beagle. Or no, Strange, excuse me. Now inside to Beagle. Beagle puts it up, can't get it to go, and a rebound for Kyle. Kyle up the floor, and he's fouled in transition. Will be on the floor on Caleb Kroll.
It's Caleb Kroll's first foul of the game. Done a really good job for Oak Hill staying out of foul trouble.
51-40, Oak Hill leads it with 2 minutes to go in the first. Maconaquah's not really out of this game, Ian. But,
correction, second foul of the game. That's on me.
No, you're good. Here's Bauer Maple with it out top. Kroll poked it, and Trexler gets it to Beagle. Beagle, another one-handed slam, and there's his career high. He did it on a dunk. He's got 35. 53-40 to Maple. Maple inside to Ellis. Ellis out to Kelly for 3. He missed it. Rebound tapped out of bounds by Strange. And let's see, they called a foul. And I don't get that. That was on Fuddy Kyle of Maconaquah. I'm not sure I agree with that.
Yeah, that should not have been a foul.
I want to point this out. The highest scoring individual in the Renbarger era, Spencer Ballinger, with 36. He did it against Blackford his senior year. And David Aarons had 35 against John Burris' Southwood squad a few years ago. Here's off the leg of MJ Ellis and out of bounds. So Beagle just 2 points away from setting the scoring record, not in school history, but in Coach Rinbarger in his era. Beagle, fadeaway jumper, and he did it right there. 37 points for Landon Beagle. What a performance. And Oak Hill leads by 15. It's Maple spinning in the lane. Out to Armstrong for three. Missed it. And rebound tapped away, out of bounds. It's Maconaquah ball. Landon Beagle with 37 points.
Yeah, Landon
My
Beagle.
goodness.
Maconaquah's got 40 right now. Landon Beagle himself with 37. That's how much of an impact he is making in this game right now.
This is Kyle for three. Missed it. Fouled his own shot, got his own rebound, puts it up, no good. Rebound tapped around into the hands of Kroll. Kroll down the floor. He stops to Elzinga in the corner. Beagle for three. Got it! 40 points for Landon Beagle on a three-pointer. Unbelievable. 40 points for Landon Beagle, a career high. Maple for three, no good. Rebound Kyle. Out to Armstrong. 40 points for Beagle. Inside now to Kelly. I can't stop saying it. It's unbelievable.
Wow, and Grant, what is the points record for an Oak Hill?
I believe Jared Odell had 48 in one game, maybe 45. Beagle closing in on that single game record. Here's Beagle with it. In the corner to Trexler. Trexler backdoor to Beagle, and he can't hang on to it. And he knocked it away out of bounds with 3.8 seconds. 40 points for Landon Beagle. If you haven't heard me say it once.
What a performance by him right now. Through three quarters, he's put up 40 points.
Fouled by Kroll with 1.8. Landon Beagle.
40 points. I want to give some shout out to Bo Maple with 23 right now as they pass the net, stolen by Elzinga.
Elzinga. Oh, he thought he had more time to shoot it. And that'll be the end of the third. On the Riverside Community Federal Credit Union scoreboard, Oak Hill 58, Maconaquah 42. We'll take a break. You're listening to high school basketball on the Action Sports Network.
This is Amy Downing from Arms Hunt Funeral Home and Cremation Services. Recently, we conducted a community survey. We asked questions like, who would be responsible for making your funeral arrangements? Would they know what kind of services you would want? How much do you think that would cost? A surprising number of people did not know the answers to these important questions. Call me, Amy Downing, today. Let's make sure you know the answers and there are no surprises for those you love. Arms Hunt Funeral Home and Cremation Services, serving the families of Grant County yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
Maconaquah in Marion is now hiring an industrial maintenance technician in their paper plate factory. If you're interested in working for a local, proven, stable company, you need to apply now. Must have strong mechanical and electrical skills and an understanding of industrial safety. Applicants should have at least 3 years experience with troubleshooting, repairing, and programming. Maconaquah in Marion offers a competitive wage and benefit package. Apply online today at maconaquah.com/careers. Maconaquah is an equal opportunity employer.
Ready to start the fourth quarter. Oak Hill with a 58-42 lead over Maconaquah. Kelly corner, baseline jump shot to Ellis, and he got it. Nice shot there from MJ Ellis.
Yeah, the last type of performance I've seen like this in person has been something of Luke Brown.
No kidding.
Finest right now.
$16 third quarter points for Oak Hill, as this is Caleb Kroll with it. Kroll down inside to Elzinga, spins out to Strange. Strange looking, they're doing a nice job of covering Beagle up now. They're gonna
Box
basically
and one.
double, box and one. Beagle in the high post now, doesn't have the wrapping, as this one's tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with Oak Hill. 7:02 to go in the fourth quarter. And really, Maconaquah is only down 14 in this game, and that's kind of overlooked by Beagle's stat line. He fires a corner three and hit the side of the backboard. Now here's Kyle up the floor to Maple. Maple lays it in transition. Don't forget about Bauer Maple. He's got 25. He's having himself a night as well.
Those two players combined, Beagle and Maple, right now with 65 points.
Wow. Down inside to Fagan. Fagan, ball fix, puts it up. No good. Ellis the rebound to Bauer Maple. Maple ahead in transition. Missed it, foul called though. Strange, frustrated with himself, he should be. See who they're going to get. I think it was Kroll. And that is now four on Caleb Kroll. Maple to shoot 2. Got the first. 6:33 to go in the fourth quarter, and Oak Hill's got to get something going other than Beagle to pull away and win this game. Maconaquah's not out. Maple's up and good.
I think right now Coach Burris is going to try to make anybody but Beagle beat them.
Yeah.
He's kind of shown that with the defense he's running.
Here's Elzinga in the corner to Kroll. Kroll back to Elzinga. Elzinga now to Strange, top of the key, to Caleb Kroll on the right wing. Strange has it. Now to Kroll. A 3 from the wing is long. Fagan the rebound. Puts it up and was fouled. This will be against Armstrong. As that was against Armstrong. His second. Second team 6. Fagan's free throws up and good. Nice big free throw there from Ty Fagan. Now here is Kelly with it. Almost a steal from Elzinga, but Armstrong gets it back. Now it's Maple, guarded by Kroll. 5:55 to go in the fourth. This is Maple. Maple drives over Fagan. Missed it front of the rim. Rebound, Matthew Strange, and he's fouled. He'll go the other way, and that will be the 17th foul. And a technical foul has been called on Grant Elzinga. A technical foul was called on Grant Elzinga, and his night will certainly be over. Technical foul on Grant Elzinga. He was chirping at the official, and that'll get you, Grant. You can't do that.
Yeah, Grant actually shoved.
I didn't see the shove.
He actually, it wasn't anything incredibly hard, but he shoved. I think it was Armstrong away from. No, he shoved. Yeah, it was Armstrong away from Matthew Strange. You got a little bit of Matthew Strange's face, and Elzinga seemed to just push him away.
Strange will shoot. Let's see. Well,
wait a minute.
Well, they're going to let. No. They did not call a technical on Armstrong. They called the technical on Elzinga, but Strange will still shoot 2 free. Well, will shoot 1 and 1. Well, maybe they called a double technical.
Confused.
Yeah. Strange shooting 2 free throws with nobody on the line near him. I guess we'll have to talk about that with both coaches in the post game and see what happened there, because I'm a little confused.
Well, I think Oak Hill was in the bonus.
Yeah,
so
they were.
Strange got his 1 and 1, but now it's the technical foul assessed, and Bauer gets his.
Yeah, he'll shoot.
Bauer gets his free throw.
Maple hits the first technical free throw. He's got 28 points. And I know Beagle has the 40, but you got to give credit to Bauer Maple and the scoring he's done. It's been overlooked. Second one's up and good for Maple.
The free throws kind of cancel each other out there, so the Maconaquah will get the ball back as the technical foul will give them free throws and the ball.
61-50. Don't want to see that. That could be a momentum shifter, especially with Elzinga in his personality. He's kind of the glue guy on the floor, and you need him out there in a late game like this. Maple with it, thought about a 3, crosses over, drives into the lane, stops, fades away, missed it. Rebound, Beagle. Beagle bounce pass to Strange. Up ahead to Kroll. Kroll, he's going to stop. And they're guarding Beagle pretty well here. John Burrs made the adjustment. And a timeout going to be taken by Kevin Rinbarger. Let's see. It'll be a full timeout. We'll take a full one as well. You are listening to the Action Sports Network High School Boys Basketball. Back in a moment.
Driving on a nice summer day can be lots of fun until The guy in the other lane just ran into you. When you've been in a fender bender, call on Excel Auto Body in Marion. Excel can get your car looking like new. As Grant County's leading collision specialist with 63 years of experience, you can rest easy when you take your vehicle to Excel. With 3 generations serving Grant County, don't trust your vehicle repairs to just anybody. Trust Excel Auto Body, 501 North Washington Street in Marion. If it's a fender bender or major damage, Excel Auto Body is the place for your vehicle.
.521 to go in the ball game. Oak Hill with a 61-50 lead over Maconaquah as Grant Elzinga picked up a technical foul. Certainly his night will probably be over, as that's kind of been an issue he's had this season, chirping with some other plays. Something that you got to get cleaned up, and it can't happen, especially with Grant, because you need him on the floor if you're Oak Hill.
Especially in a game like this, you do not want to have anything that would give the other team an opportunity to charge back into this one.
Kroll driving, bounce pass inside to Fagan. Fagan now to Kroll. Kroll to Matthew Strange. To Levi Trexler. Inside Fagan. Fagan put it up and got away with an and one as he laid it in. 63-50. 5 minutes to go. Maple has it out on the logo. He stops. Inside now to Kelly. Back to Maple. A 3. He airballed it. And it'll be Oak Hill ball with 4:48.
I'm expecting to see her in an Oak Hill student section airball, but been pretty quiet tonight.
Yeah, been a little quiet. I'm not sure why that's been. There's Trexler to get it in. He does to Strange. Strange up ahead to Fagan. Beagle's pretty much been taken out of this game in the fourth quarter. They're basically playing 4-on-5.
Yeah.
As here's Strange with it out top on the volleyball line. Kelly doing a nice job guarding him. Now here's Kroll. Kroll out top. He's looking to Strange. Strange. High post to Trexler. It was poked away. Strange got it back, though. Beagle,
wants that ball so bad.
I know. Here's Kroll.
So.
Kroll driving baseline. He finishes with a first 2 of the half. He's got 9. This is Bauer Maple. Maple has it out top. Inside now to Kelly, missed it. Rebound for Zeister, and Beagle knocked the ball away. Beagle in transition. Nice pass, Trexler. He lays it in. Levi Trexler. Now here's Kyle to Maple. Maple inside to Ellis. He missed the bunny and tapped out of bounds. Oak Hill ball.
Bauer Maple, career high in his first game of the season with 30. He's just about 2 points away from topping that.
Now here's Kroll to Strange. Strange back to Kroll. Kroll to Matthew. Matthew crosses the timeline to Fagan. Seen this a lot. Get that over by that sideline and get it back to Strange. Nearly thrown out of bounds as they get it to Kroll, or excuse me, Strange. Strange trying to get around. He does to Kroll, and a blocking foul. No, wait. Offensive foul. Oh no, they no, they said he stepped out of bounds. My fault. Yep, he like pointed the other way. I thought he
weird call by the official.
Yeah.
It's hard to make out what was happening.
Yeah. 3:10 to go in the fourth. 67-50 Oak Hill. Here's Kyle with it out top. Kyle drives, throws up the floater, no good. Rebound tap to Kyle, puts it up, no good. Fagan the rebound, and he's fouled going the other way. 1-1 for Ty Fagan.
That's Ethan Zeiser's third foul of the night.
Zeiser's been solid on the glass, cleaning things up. Of course, he's had the box out. Trexler, Beagle, and Elzinga the whole night, and Fagan. So a 1-1 now is Jackson Collins into the Maconaquah lineup. Here's Fagan. Free throws up, and good. Ty Fagan hits the front end of a 1-1. 68-50. Again, Beagle not 40 points through 3 quarters, Ian. That's incredible. That's got to be a record. As he misses the back end, and a rebound for Ellis. Hands it to Bauer Maple. Maple up the floor. Maple inside now to Kelly. Missed the bunny. Fagan the rebound. Out to Strange. Strange as Beagle. Oh, they could have gotten it to Beagle, but he was covered up quickly. Now to Trexler. Trexler inside. Fagan. Fagan fakes. Goes up. Lays it in.
Beagle doing a good job with being unselfish, pointing to the wide open Ty Fagan under the basket while his defenders turn around, draped all over him.
70-50. Oak Hill by 20. Poked by Kroll into the hands of Kyle. To Kelly. Kelly back to Maple. Maple has it. He's going to drive in between his legs. Spins. Throws it into Kelly, and a foul called. It'll be on Matthew Strange, his second. Strange picks up the foul. Again, that's number 2 on him. Collins comes out, and Zeister comes in. At the half, it's opportunity for him. He has not missed a free throw he's missed one. Beagle has not missed a free throw all night.
He hasn't missed much all night.
Yeah, I know.
And there's Bauer Maple's career high, 31 points.
31 points for Bauer Maple after that one, as Trexler laid it in on the other end, and he's got 6 with Maple up top. 72-52, 2 minutes to play in the third. Long 3 from Maple. What a shot from Bauer Maple, and he's got 34. He's having himself a game, and he's closing in on Beagle's 40. It's a timeout. It's a full timeout, so we'll take a full as well. You're listening to high school basketball on the Action Sports Network.
To win in sports, you must adjust your strategy as the game changes. The same is true of investments. I'm financial advisor Mark Fleming, your Edward Jones financial advisor, and I can help you create a game plan for financial success. Call me 765-573-7063 to get started today. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Life at Colonial Oaks provides a perfect balance of support, engagement, and fun. No matter which lifestyle is required, we offer a personalized, resident-focused family approach to daily life that empowers our residents to thrive. At Colonial Oaks Senior Living, there are independent living, assisted living, skilled nursing care, and rehabilitation. For more information, call 765-674-9791 and find out how the Colonial Oaks family can support your healthcare needs.
Both teams break the huddle, and we'll head out onto the floor for the final minute 58 of this boys varsity basketball contest. It's a 72-55 Oak Hill lead as Levi Truckett, they're basically playing 4 on 5, and he's just watching. Inside Fagan. Fagan puts it up. He was fouled.
Every trip to the line Fagan's had tonight, he's been 1-1, so, or one for 2, to make that clear. And actually, he's made the first one, missed the second every time. So we'll see.
Kroll's up, or Fagan's up on the way and got it.
So there's
he hits the front end. Yeah, you're right. He hits the front end. As Fagan flies it, and trend continues. Rebound tapped to Bauer Maple. Maple up the floor. He stops, goes behind his back, pulls up for 3. Got it! 37 for Bauer Maple. And him and Beagle just going back and forth. And again, we hear it's a full timeout called by John Burris, but we're going to keep it right here. We've heard the legends, I guarantee you and I have, as kids, of Kyle Runyon and Jared Odell in the Grand Four. Have you not heard about this?
I've
heard. This may be kind of our mini version of it. Bauer Maple, Landon Beagle. Beagle has 40, Maple 37, and there's still 97 seconds left in this ball game.
Again, a high school basketball game combined for 77 points. It's pretty darn impressive. So just goes to kind of a magnitude of the showing here of what we're seeing with 40 from Beagle and 37 from Bauer Maple.
Honestly, Beagle could have like 50 right now.
Yeah.
If they didn't, make the adjustment and shut him down in this fourth quarter. they've held him scoreless in this fourth quarter.
Kind of what reminds me of what the Raptors did to Curry in 2019. They ran that box and one and really kind of shut him down and took him out. I mean, it would have been...
Well, thing is about the Raptors and Maconaquah, John Burris and Nick Nurse are pretty good friends, if you didn't know that.
Really?
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, well, I thought you may have been trying to...
Here's Matthew Strange to Caleb Kroll. Kroll with it, now to Fagan. Fagan puts it up, fouled, no call. Out to Bauer Maple in transition. Ahead to Zeister, and it's poked away out of bounds. Trexler thought Zeister poked it, but he didn't. And it was him, Trexler, that did. As here is Ellis to get it in to Kyle. Kyle to number 20. The Bauer Maple, a three, short. Rebound Zeister, out to Strange. Strange to Beagle, finally gets a touch, and he kind of dunked it, I guess.
We'll call that a half dunk there.
That was a kind of a David Aarons dunk. And he's now got 42. 75-58, Maple, corner, offensive foul. Yep, he made the pass. He knocked in to Levi Trexler. It was an offensive foul, and with a minute left, it's Oak Hill 75, Maconaquah 58. 42 for Beagle, 38 for Bauer, or 37 for Bauer Maple. This is Strange up the floor. Strange dribbling it out. Oak Hill gonna move to 4-1. As there's a foul, it'll put Strange on the line. Bauer Maple picks up his fourth foul right there with 55.5.
Yeah, Bauer Maple, had one heck of a night. Kind of reminds me of youth group basketball back in the old days. This is my sophomore year of high school. He may have taken me out of the church tournament, but no hard feelings there.
76-58 as Strange hits both free throws, and now it's 77-58. Under a minute to go in the ball game. Here's Kyle. This is this is Maple. As Maple splitting defenders, the floater's up, and he misses. Kyle the rebound to Maple. Maple the three. He got it. And Bauer Maple has 40 points now. 42 for Beagle, 40 for Bauer Maple, and John Burris is going to call a timeout. It'll be a full. We'll take one as well. You're listening to High School Boys Basketball on the Action Sports Network.
Sometimes going to the dentist can be scary. At Bruner Dental Center in Marion, you can smile more and worry less. Bruner Dental has been taking care of families for over 40 years, and they provide everything from gentle cleanings to custom-made repairs. You'll get the latest techniques with unmatched comfort and precision. Bruner Dental also accepts dental insurance. See Doctors Root, Sneed, and Tinsley at Bruner Dental Center, 807 West Gardner Drive in Marion, Indiana. Smile more and worry less with Bruner Dental.
Final 35.6 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Bauer Maple from Maconaquah just scored his 40th point of the night. Landon Beagle of Oak Hill has 42 points. What a back and forth between those two guys, as these are two really prolific scorers. And Oak Hill's going to have the ball with 35 seconds. And I think, honestly, these fans were treated to a great back and forth matchup between Beagle and Bauer Maple. It's kind of like the shootout on Church Street. Jimmy Rail had 49 points for Kokomo. Ray Pavey, 51 for Newcastle. Kokomo won the game, though. As here is Caleb Kroll to Ty Fagan. Ooh, Beagle was underneath. It's wide open underneath. They didn't find him, though. Now to Kroll, and he was fouled.
Yeah, I can count on one hand the number of times I've seen 40 scored in a ball game in high school basketball.
Let alone two 40-point games.
Yeah,
and
two of them have now happened here tonight. The other one was Ryan Mansberger in I think 2018.
I remember that. He was incredible.
51 or something like that, and the Grant 4.
Kroll hits the free throw. I remember that game for Mansberger. They're going to put the bench guys in. Leave everybody but Kroll because he's the shooter. He'll come out if he makes it. And John Burris is going to do the same, I would imagine. As an ovation here, Beagle, 42 points. He finishes the night. What a ball game from Landon Beagle. Kroll's free throw up on the way, and good. That'll be it. The bench will empty for Maconaquah as Bauer Maple will stay in the game. Yeah, all right. MJ Ellis will come out. John Burris greets him as he comes off the floor.
Kroll's better than I am. I probably would have missed that to stay in for the last 22 seconds.
Here's Maple, step back three. It's good, Bauer Maple. 43 points, and he's going to outscore Beagle as he gets a steal. Maple in the corner now with 8, fires a three. He's got 46! Bauer Maple with 46. Be the ball game. Your final score in the Riverside Community Federal Credit Union scoreboard. Oak Hill 79, Maconaquah 67. 2 40-point games in one night. What a ball game. We'll be back with the Colonial Oaks post-game show on the Action Sports Network.
When a loved one passes away, one way to keep their memory alive is with a monument.
This is Stacy Turner. At Arms Hunt Funeral Home and Cremation Services, we can find the perfect monument to memorialize your loved one in a way that shows respect while sharing their personality with others. Let Arms Hunt Funeral Home and Cremation Services give your family peace of mind that when the time comes to say goodbye, you will have a lasting tribute for years to come. Arms Hunt Funeral Home and Cremation Services in Fairmount, Marion, and the Jones Smith Chapel in Upland.
When it comes to buying or selling your home, things can get a little confusing. You need help from experts. Call on the McKinney team, powered by AmeriFirst. They're hometown girls supporting hometown people. Jim, Wendy, and Allison can help you make the right decision when it comes to buying or selling, whether it's your first home or your forever home. Unlock the door to your new home with help from the McKinney team. Online at jimmckinney.com or in front of the 5 Points Mall on the Marion Bypass. The McKinney team, powered by AmeriFirst.
Welcome to the family. That's how welcome every resident and guest feels, because at Grant County's premier retirement community, Northwood Manor, they are family. Their community offers thoughtful, heartfelt, independent living in a beautiful setting, conveniently located close to shopping, hospitals, and churches. Residents enjoy their choice of studio, 1 or 2 bedroom apartments. Schedule a visit at 765-662-9700 or online at northwoodmanor.com.
When it comes to wings, everyone knows size does matter. And no one knows it better than Wings Etc. Grill and Pub. Wings Etc. has the biggest, meatiest, award-winning jumbo wings in town. If you love wings and a whole menu of food and drink options and tons of here, order online for pickup at togo.wingsetc.com. It's fast, easy, and convenient. Wings Etc. Grill and Pub. Good food, great time. At 1508 Southwestern Avenue in Marion. Find us online at wingsetc.
Soybean genetics.
Back here as we get into the Colonial Oaks postgame show, Grant Shouse, Ian Brookshire. Colonial Oaks postgame show is brought to you by Colonial Oaks. Looking for a perfect balance of support, engagement, and fun? Call on Colonial Oaks no matter which lifestyle is required. You'll get personalized, resident-focused family approach and the care your loved one needs. Contact Brad Needler for more information about Colonial Oaks, changing lives for good. As Landon Beagle tonight for Oak Hill with 42 points in a win. But Bauer Maple, on the other hand, for Maconaquah, 46 points tonight, and an incredible performance from him in a great fourth quarter. As both coaches will join us in a minute. John Burris of Maconaquah, Kevin Rinbarger of Oak Hill, unless he sends Braden up here again. But nonetheless, we'll still talk with a coach from Oak Hill. The Stat Wrap brought to you by Edward Jones Financial Advisor Mark Lemming. The best financial advice is just a phone call away. Find out the best way to secure your future with Edward Jones Financial Advisor Mark Lemming at 317 North Baldwin Avenue in Marion. As scoring-wise, Caleb Kroll with 11 tonight. Matthew Strange with 6, all coming at the free throw line. Landon Beagle, a career-high 42 points. Levi Trexler with 6. Ty Fagan with 14. That was the only scoring done by the Golden Eagles. For Maconaquah, Bauer Maple with 46 points. No one came close to him. A.J. Kelly with 2. Ethan Zeister with 4. Fuddy Kyle with 6. M.J. Ellis with 7. Trace Armstrong with 2. And never really went away, Ian Brookshire.
Yeah, they hung around for the whole game. And credit to them in the fourth quarter for down by double digits, but not for sure giving up. I mean, fighting all the way till the end, especially with Bower Maple in the second half. Really, he had.
Yeah, he had a phenomenal second half. Just fans tonight treated to a really good game, and it's one of those where you see Bower Maple have 46, and it's like, well, it's a shame they have to lose the ball game.
Yeah. I mean, you're gonna have when you got 46, and you look on the other side and say something. Oh, not. We see someone get hit down shooting around at the end of the game.
Got hit in the face.
Yeah, usually not a lot of times where you'll score 46 and lose a ball game, and it makes sense looking to the other side and seeing a 42-point ball game from Beagle. So,
well, we'll get into the Prince Hall Housing Play the Game, brought to you by Prince Hall Housing Authority. Put your elderly loved one in a community with all the comforts of home, but with none of the inconvenience. Prince Hall Housing is taking qualified applicants for income-based housing. For income-based housing. Prince Hall Housing Authority on Prince Hall Drive, just off 38th Street for apartment availabilities. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. Closed Wednesdays. Play the game, probably one of, I guess, 2.5 of Landon Beagle's dunks.
Yeah.
The first one he had to open up the second half. He sat on the pass. He grabbed it. As soon as he caught it, I think everybody in the gym knew what was going to happen with it. He came down and dunked it. So I would say that was probably our play of the game. Good call of the game by the officials. Time for the good call of the game by the officials from Wings Etc. in Marion. It's time for you to make a good call and stop by Wings Etc. after the game. Catch up with all your friends and talk about the game while watching the big game on the big screens. Catch Coach's Corner every Monday night at 6 p.m. Live at Wings Etc. on the Action Sports Network. Ian, any calls that stand out to you?
The only one I can think of is really a couple of good charge calls.
I would agree.
By the referees tonight, not letting players on both sides. So I guess this could be calls of the game, but not letting the offensive player just get away with whatever he wants. And I can think of one on Bower Maple. The kind of game was getting close a little bit. I think they had it down to 11, and he had a charge called on him that kind of swung the momentum back a little bit in No Kill's favor.
Now let's get into the professional hearing care sub of the game. There's no substitute for hearing. Let professional hearing care help with a free hearing